Yeah, I mean, it's hard to sort of admit it, isn't it? In many ways, they have got all these qualities that the lads have been speaking about, but you know, looking over certainly this game at Anfield, Liverpool are by far the better team. But you know, that's what we love about football, I suppose. It's not. It's
the underdogs can win on occasions, but the grit and determination of Simeone's men, you have to admire.
You nothing but admire it. And some people would say, "Oh, the purest of football is this is anti-football, etc." They just came to defend. Well, when they had the ball, they still played that. The composure, passing out from the back at times, under pressure, some great skills from individuals. But another thing that you have to say, that coming to places like this stage of the tournament, you need your goalkeepers to play well. And our Black today was phenomenal.
The Madrid players, they'll sit down in their dressing room, they'll look at each other, won't they, and they'll say, "Oh my word, how good were that team that we've just beaten there? That we've never played anything like that." No. They literally blew them away for 90 minutes. But you say perseverance, hanging on in there, and anything can happen in football.
Certainly was. Let's see the other results this evening, which Paris Saint-Germain managed to get through against Borussia Dortmund, and they'll join Atalanta and Leipzig, and of course Atletico Madrid in the quarter-finals. And no English club through as yet. Chelsea have it all to do, of course, and Manchester City probably the strong favourites, and might only get a Liverpool view. Look, their captain Jordan Henderson's with Des.
Jordan, that's a pretty cruel reward for the evening.
Yeah, obviously we were really disappointed. I thought the performance overall was very good. You know, intensity, everything we spoke about before the game. We put into the game everything, and we're bitterly disappointed. You know, we'll be disappointed with the goals we've conceded. But if we look at the performance, I think for the large parts of the game, we'll be pleased with. Just obviously disappointed with the goals we conceded.
But you know, from this competition, just a couple of moments of loss of concentration, just one error, and suddenly everything changed.
Yeah, of course. You know, I've experienced it over the last few years. You know, you need to be fully focused at all times, and any mistake or any lapse in concentration can cost you. And well, like I say, we're really disappointed with the result overall, because I felt as though, like I said, the performance would probably deserve to go through.
I got one English winner in the Champions League this week then, Kieran Trippier. It's a good experience for a player. I mean, I did it. Michael, you did it.
I didn't.
I know. You could have done.
I had opportunities to go, but I was too addicted to winning trophies at Man United, so I couldn't leave. So, but it was. Sorry.
I was too vital to all my clubs here.
But it's just like, it's great characters. You got to be the right type of person to do it. Embrace that. He's going out there. I've seen some articles he's written where he's dedicated himself to learning the language and wants to be part of the culture out there. And I think you've got to do all them things if you want to have a long life out there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's remind ourselves about events this evening. First half, Liverpool very dominant. In fact, overall they had 35 shots. Liverpool 35 shots and converted 2, obviously. But the first one was Wijnaldum, and we thought that's going to set up a victory, Michael.
Yeah, we did. Wijnaldum, scorer of so many important goals. I mean, he doesn't score too many for Liverpool. He does really well with his national team. But when he does, they seem to be important, and he was a great header, used the surface, very fast ball and fast surface that we had tonight. And in fact, both goals were similar in many ways, the first header anyway. And he rose and nodded it in.
Trent Alexander-Arnold and Oxlade-Chamberlain all linked up all evening and combined really well. It was a fantastic header from Wijnaldum.
The shame about it is as good as Liverpool's performance was, and as good as the individual performances like Trent Alexander, Oxlade-Chamberlain, etc., Wijnaldum, that'll be forgotten now.
Yeah.
Given the result.
Well, of course, that's
the way, the nature of the game. Yeah,
exactly. That's the sport. We had to wait a long time. Liverpool very dominant, loads of chances. Didn't do. Extra time started. 3 minutes into extra time, it finally happened. You thought, that's it.
Yeah, you did. And I mean,
because they hadn't attacked the whole game.
Well, exactly, and you couldn't see them scoring. They haven't scored that many goals away from home this season, Atletico. And that's a lovely finish. I mean, it comes back at him quick, and it might make it look easy, but it's not that easy when it bounces back at you like that. How many times have you seen people shank it over, shank it wide? But if you want that ball to drop to anybody, when you're relying on technique,
even though he hasn't scored a goal at Anfield all season.
Well, it's staggering, really, because he scored a fair few away.
Extraordinary statistic. Well, what happened next? Marcos
going
Llorente
now.
has only scored 3 goals in his entire career. He scored 2 from outside the box in the next 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was shell-shocked Liverpool, weren't they? But it was just a bad error. Tale of the two keepers, I think.
Yeah.
Oblak was fantastic at one end, and I've no idea what he was doing there, anywhere but there, really. But yeah, having said that, they had a lot to do. It was a fantastic pass through and a great finish. I think the goalkeeper, Adrian, actually slips. And you can see his right foot go from underneath him.
Here, though. Yeah.
Everyone's pointing the other way.
The other way, yeah. She was, yeah.
Like Crouchy said though, watch his right leg here.
His
he
right leg
slips
goes
as he
from
got to
underneath
take
him,
off.
yeah. Just see it. We see it here.
His feet are in the air as well, aren't they?
He loses
before-
his right foot.
The hard thing is that it's it's coming, don't you? That's the worst
It's-
thing.
it's a
And
cruel
not just a
business,
mistake.
goalkeeping
I know,
at
but
times,
some people are just prone to more mistakes than others.
Yeah.
And we're sat here and we're thinking he could. We said, didn't we, during the game, he could cost Liverpool at any moment, and it happened. And
That's what happened.
you're not surprised. That's the problem.
Imagine being him now. Imagine what he's feeling now in that changing room.
Yeah,
He'll think
awful.
all eyes are on him. Everyone's looking at you. When you make a mistake in a game, that's the feeling. You get in the changing room and you think everyone's trying to go pat you on the back.
I know,
You're
it's the
thinking,
last
please
thing you
go
want.
away,
Just leave me
please.
alone, yeah.
But he's going to have some character building.
Yeah.
He's going to have a look at himself, obviously, and he's going to need his teammates at this moment.
It's difficult to come back from that. I mean, we strikers miss chances and stuff, but a goalkeeper's howlers just seem to be so much worse, don't they?
He's done okay this season when he's come in, but it's the odd error that he's prone to making.
That Alisson probably wouldn't.
And that's the thing. I think people go through it with Salah, who's the most important, Van Dijk. But I think when on nights like this, it proves how important Alisson
It
is.
certainly does. And then suddenly it was 2-2 and 3-2 on aggregate. Talking about a possible foul in the build-up there. What do you think?
Strength. Partey was excellent all night.
Straws probably.
Yeah, well, it's
But this is brilliant. You see
Break, yeah.
the run on the break is phenomenal. Like it's the desire. It's actually the intent here. Yeah, we could just run it into the corner and chill. No, gets Gomez 1v1, cuts inside Henderson, and it's a fantastic
Great finish.
strike.
Hell of a finish.
Great finish.
I think that's just strength, that, wasn't it? Yeah. They can't with that.
And the substitutes made a huge impact, didn't they, tonight? The score of all the Atletico Madrid goals.
Yeah.
But this lad, 40-odd million euros from their arch rivals,
I know.
Real Madrid.
yeah.
And he looked golden, didn't he, when he came on? Brilliant strike.
Pace.
And,
He didn't like that, did he?
I think he quite enjoyed it.
His personality is crazy. Isn't it?
Yeah, he's sort of horribly likeable.
I like
In a
him.
way.
I'd just go for the first word, personally.
I like him. I like
it
him. I think
depends.
you've got to respect him. I think no
Yeah.
matter what you think about the way his team's played, the way that he gets his teams ready and riled up in every situation, every game.
Yeah.
Again, they're a true representation of his personality.
And the players want to play for him.
Yeah, you can tell.
They all
Trippier.
buy into it. The crowd buy into it. Everybody. Morata, I think when he ran through, I did hear a couple of you maybe muttering, he won't score.
Yeah, I'll hold my hand up. I'm not his biggest fan. And again, you could argue that Adrian got his angles wrong here.
Yeah. He's in a strange position, and he's way too far over, isn't he?
But again, I mean, Liverpool are chasing the game.
By that
aren't they?
stage, yeah.
It's a great 1-2, by the way. Look,
He's
bang,
a confidence
pops it.
player, Morata, though. And I
Yeah.
think he was struggling big time when he was at Chelsea. And I just think
Yeah.
in this team, he just looks more comfortable. I know he didn't play that long, but he wasn't doing that at Chelsea, was he?
He wasn't
Such a
showing
confidence.
even the emotion. He wasn't showing that at Chelsea. Here, it seems like it means a bit more to him. Yeah. Great result though, and listen, so you understand emotions are running high. He's maybe showing that to England. That's his answer to England almost after his spell that he had here. But look at that.
I think Simeone might be getting cramped. He's run up and down that touchline so often in front of his supporters, and obviously contrasting emotions for Jurgen Klopp.
Kieran, that was an astonishing turnaround.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be very difficult, even with the lead before the game. Liverpool are a fantastic side, but we just needed to, stick defensively strong, keep our shape, and try and frustrate Liverpool as much as we can. We knew we'd get our chances if we break the press of Firmino, Mane, and Salah. But we kept on believing, we kept on going, and we got the win.
Because there were times you looked like you were on the ropes. They had chances.
Yeah, of course. We knew that before we come here. You know, Liverpool are very strong at home. You know, I played them in Premier League so many times, and we just needed to stick together, keep our defensive shape, try and frustrate them as much as we can. And we knew we'd get our chances, and it's just about being clinical in that moment, and we sure was tonight.
Diego Simeone's sides, they don't give up, do they?
No, never give up. You know, the way we play is the way we train. Mister, you know, every single day in training, you see him on the touchline. He's like this in training. It's a joy to work with him and to learn off him, and I'm absolutely delighted to be here.
Yeah, it's a really classy defensive performance, the way you just sort of wait and then come at the end of the game.
Yeah, you know, you see Atletico over the years how defensively strong they are, and we're showing that again tonight. You know, even though we went 1-0 down, but we just kept our composure, stayed defensive, kept our shape, and we knew our chances would come if we break the first press, and we've done that tonight. But you know, the substitutions who come on made a big impact, and you know, subs are so important.
These are the kind of nights that you made the move to Atletico for.
Yeah, obviously it was a difficult year for me last year. I knew I needed the change, and I didn't want to come to the end of my career and regret not going abroad. And when a club like Atletico come in for you, you know, you can't say no. I'm loving my time here. I'm learning new things every single day, and hopefully I'm here for many years.
With this kind of crafty side and with this kind of quality, do you think you could go all the way?
You know, you don't want to look too far ahead, obviously. There's some fantastic teams still in the competition, but we just need to focus on ourselves, keep believing like we did tonight, and who knows what happens at the end of the season.
Well done.
Thank you very much.